Good morning. I just wanted to spend some time showing you how to work with the data from the urinalysis. So I am going to select the first column. You click on the top data point, hit Shift, and click on the bottom data point. And the first thing I'm going to do is fill in this line right here for averages. So I go over here, click on average, hit Enter, and Sheets has just averaged this data for me. I'm next going to pull that across, and by pulling it across, it averages all of these columns for me. So that was pretty easy. The next step that I have to do is calculate the percent change. And so by calculating the percent change, I need to make a formula. So I'm going to put equal in this cell. Equal tells Sheets that I'm about to put a formula in. I wonder if you guys can hear my son playing Nintendo in the other room. So we're going to put a we're going to put a parentheses there. And the first thing we need to do when calculating percent change is we need to know the difference between the two volumes, between the two data points. So I'm going to take volume 2, I'm going to subtract it from volume 1, I'm going to put another parentheses there, and we have just gotten the difference between those two data points. Now I'm going to divide it by volume 1. That gives us the decimal the fractional change. So now we want the percent change. So I'm going to multiply that by 100 and hit Enter. And so the answer that we got was negative 31% change. So let's see if that makes sense. Because when you're doing formulas, it's easy to screw up. So you always want to kind of estimate what that would be and see if you got it right. Okay, so this average is about 180. Okay, and this is about 125. We can go there. Okay, so if this is about 30%, a 30% decrease from 180, you have to figure out if that makes sense. So 30% of 180, we can just multiply 0.3 times 180, and that would be about 60. And so is that about a 60% decrease? Yeah. Or a 60-point decrease? Yes. So we are on the right track. So I'm going to just delete that stuff. And since our formula is good, we can just pull it across. Okay. And now I'm just going to double check my data here. So this is 70-ish%, and 70-ish% increase from 123 to 10 makes sense. And then a negative 44% decrease going from 210 to 120. Yeah, that makes sense. It's a little bit less than half lower. So we've done our formula, and then we've estimated what the actual values would be so we can check our work. And then you just have to do that same thing for coffee, Gatorade, and saline. You'll notice that I did sheets for the chloride ions and for the specific gravity. So you'll have to do that for each one. And I put a little hint here that says, start by making a table of percent change by treatment. And one of the things that you need to know for doing that is that when you copy these numbers, so I've just highlighted those numbers, I'm going to copy them. When I paste them in this table that is going to help me make my graph, I need to go to Paste Special and Paste Values Only. If I don't do that, let's see what happens. If I just copy it and paste it, the reason why I'm getting these error messages is because this is a formula. I've just pasted a formula, and there's no cells for that formula to work with. So remember to always paste special and paste values only. I hope this video helped. I'm sure I'll be getting some emails from you, but I think that you're going to find making these graphs easier than you did the last time. Make sure you go to Anatomy of a Figure to double check that you have everything you need. Your axes are labeled. You have a nice title. There's a figure legend. Your graphs are numbered. There's going to be 3 different graphs for this assignment, so make sure those graphs are numbered. All right, have a great weekend, and I hope this is helpful. Bye.